Hello agents, welcome back to my headquarters. My name is Prakiski, and today I'm going to have a review on episode 14, The Spider's Design. In this video, I will talk about something I noticed in this episode, something I enjoy, as well as something I think it can be improved in this episode. Then, in the end of this video, I will make a score out of 10 for this episode. A quick little disclaimer, this video will contain a lot of spoilers of the latest season, as well as my opinions on the episode, so please make sure to keep that in mind. As always, if you enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up under this video, it will mean a lot to me. If you are one of the new recruits, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below for following more videos and news coming up on this channel. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The episode starts with Handomer Brock and the police arrived at the monastery of Spinjitzu to impound the Destiny's bounty. Actually, this is the point which I think the character Handomer Brock is getting more interesting. Why did he act like this? Why did he always nitpicking the ninja? Was there anything the ninja had done wrong to make him think this way? I think this can be emphasized more in the episode considering he's one of the new characters introduced in this season. Even though he is introduced as a side character in this season, I think it is important to introduce the background stories when a new character or a bunch of new characters are introduced. Another thing I want to talk about in this scene is the expression of Wu and Handomer Brock. No matter verbally or emotionally, the expressions are very good and precise. I really like how the production team express Wu's anger and helplessness through the grip of him on his staff. It's hard to animate movement like gentle shakes and tremors because the movement cannot be too big nor too small. Otherwise, the movement would be expressed wrongly. Anyway, in the hangar bay, Pixel and Skylar found a way to contact the ninja in the N-Line subway underground, and then Wu sort of gave the ninja a reminder saying, "Be careful, I have a bad feeling about this." I quite like how this Easter egg from Star Wars be put in the episode, or even so, the season. Some of you may not know, this quote, "I got a bad feeling about this," is one of the most iconic quotes in Star Wars, and the writer of the show, Tommy Drizen, is a big fan of Star Wars. So in the very first season of the show, Rise of Snakes, multiple Star Wars references can be seen. For example, Never Tell Me the Odds in episode 12, I guess. Or the father versus son dynamic concept in the relationship between Lloyd and Garmadon. Anyway, in the underground at the N-Line, the ninja kept on their investigation on the Crystal King's identity. They found this old subway train in the abandoned N-Line railway, and Jay sort of started his chattering on the trivia about the train. Then Kai sort of calmed him down and made fun of him for being the geek, and Jay dramatically replied that he made model trains, not collect toy trains. As someone who got similar experience that I played with Lego bricks all the time, when someone make fun of me because of that, I would do the same like Jay. I would tell them that they are interlocking brick system and they are the reasons I want to be an architect. So it is totally normal, and I kind of like something like this to be shown in the show because I think that not only adds on some personalities to the ninja, but also encourages kids, especially younger kids, to be not afraid of expressing their love to their interests. It's okay to be weird. Anyway, in the headquarters of the Crystal King, Lloyd was being locked up and he tried to use his powers to free himself out, but he couldn't due to the presence of Vengsto. At the panel of 4, Harumi was typing out some words and Lloyd tried to convince her to redeem all of the bad things she had done. And Harumi kept on lecturing Lloyd of how he should learn after the first betrayal. I quite like how she keeps on using some iconic words like gullible and weak to describe Lloyd because that is how Lloyd is. Indeed, he is strong and tough, but only when he's the Green Ninja with powers. When he's Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon, he's just a kid, he is innocent and has no idea of how cruel this world could be. I do find this relationship between Lloyd and Harumi interesting because both of them see the weaknesses in the other one, but also got something good about the other one. They are like adversaries with similar abilities. Lloyd got his grin/energy element power, physical powers that Harumi doesn't get, and Harumi got the brains and experience to plan out a master plan, something intelligent Lloyd doesn't get. I'm not saying Harumi is weak or Lloyd is dumb, but you know what I mean? And whenever their relationship is emphasized on, it is like watching them playing chess. They have to be careful and not to make any mistakes at all because if they do, they would be caught by the other one. Anyway, when Lloyd mentioned that his brothers would find out Harumi's secret hideout, Harumi said she had prepared for it and showed the whereabouts of the ninja. She then said she got some spider bombs following the ninja, and when it is the right time, they would explode and kill the ninja. In the underground, Sane heard some tapping sound and told the others to be alert. When the ninja were looking for something suspicious, Cole saw the spider bombs and alerted the others. I really like the intensity of this plot in this scene. Not to mention the excellent lighting and composition, there are also some really good use of soundtracks to show the urge of the escape in this scene. Anyway, the ninja used the old subway car as a shelter from the explosion, and back to the lair of the Overlord, Harumi convinced Lloyd to use his anger and embrace his powers to help the Crystal King. And yet, Lloyd refused to join the force of the Crystal King and threatened Harumi that Nia, Pixel, Skylar, and Wu in the monastery will come to rescue him. Little did he know, Harumi had plans for that as well. This has pushed Lloyd to his breaking point, and which triggered him to find his only power and broke out of the cage. In order to further help Lloyd to reach the full contents to his only power and not to let him go, Harumi tried to fight Lloyd, and yet she failed. When he has realized his power was hurting people, Lloyd stunned for a moment, and unfortunately at that moment he got shot by Mr. F and being put in the cage again afterwards. I really like how this episode ended. Not to mention the multiple plot twists in this episode, it features a lot of fighting sequences with good animation. For example, the Lloyd Harumi fights in the end of the episode. The plot of the episode itself is very solid, and it pictures the difficulties the main character, the ninja, the samurais, and Master Wu are facing in several subplots. Each subplots in this episode are not only interconnected to each other through the same thing, Spider, the one item in the name of this episode, but also the icon of Harumi to show that the main characters of the show has fallen into the evil plans of Harumi, just as how insects would fall into the net Spider set up for. I think such metaphor is so clever and iconic. With that being said, due to the limitation of time, the content for each subplot are not enough. I do think if the subplot of Wu and Hound Bra is taken out and put in the last episode, episode 13, A Sinister Shadow, the Lloyd Harumi plot and the Ocean Ninja plot will be delivered in a much better expression with a longer duration. Out of 10, I think I would give this episode a 9. And that's pretty much all I have in mind. What do you think? Do you enjoy watching this episode? Comment down below. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or problems to make, you can contact me with email, Twitter, Instagram, or simply comment down below. And see you later, alligator.